This is a very high level grid, and then these go into much more detail, but go to your goal. So you've already written your goal. So the goal, the laser focus, the 2020 vision of the eagle who sees the fish and is going after the goal. And I don't want a goal that is so unrealistic. I want a goal that's a stretch goal that excites you. But unless God's given you the strategy for your massive goal right now, be faithful with what you have in your hands and start fishing. And maybe that is a whale, or maybe it's a few whales, or maybe it's some marlins, or maybe it's some codfish, but be faithful with what you have in your hands right now. So what has to happen in order for you to achieve that financial goal? Again, ask yourself that question. Your world's view. What do you believe about money? What do you believe about marketing? What do you believe about selling? What do you believe about your future clients, your someone's? See, when you are breaking new ground, you're going to be doing things that other people have never done. So when you're breaking new ground, you're going to be creating things that have never been seen before. And what is your energy like when you're thinking about selling or about marketing? What's your energy like? Is it high? Is it low? And what story are you playing in your mind? What story? Because we all have a story, right? We have a story. And for many years, the story that I kept talking about was all the years of the financial stress that we had. And I needed to talk about the story because I needed to have healing from the story. And I use that story now just to share what I went through. But I don't talk about that story over my life on the ground that I'm standing in right now. And when you find yourself continuously saying the same story over and over again, it's usually because you still need some healing or you just don't know what to do next. So we have a story in our minds about money. We have a story in our minds about our brand. We have a story in our minds about marketing. We have stories that we play. What story are you playing? What role do you play in your story? I remember I used to always say, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I was tired. I was a mom. I was working. I was trying to run a business. I was tired. And then I realized I'm always saying I'm tired. So I needed to do something about being tired and find some joy and energize myself again, because I'd heard my mum say I'm tired, and my mum was tired. She had 7 children. She was an academic. She was teaching. She was working. She was giving. She was volunteering. She was amazing. She had a huge capacity, and she was tired, and she had every right to be tired. But then I learned the tired story. And that wasn't a very helpful story to live with. So then I had to work out what has to happen for me to stop being tired and to start being energized. And how do I want to feel about money? And when we start to think about the stories that we believe about marketing and about selling and about how the hustle, we don't have to sell in a state of hustle. We don't have to sell in a market in a state of hustle. We can get in that flow. We can run that race. We can go to that goal with the Holy Spirit cheering us on the sideline and saying, go this way, go that way, and be in a state of flow and recognize that He has already appointed a time and appointed a season for us and appointed a goal for us to achieve. And He has put that desire inside our heart for that number that we have in our heart to go and catch that whale, that 100,000, that million, that 10 million, that 50 million, that billion, whatever it is. He has put that desire in our heart, and He helps us navigate the path and put us on a straight path to get there. And there is a skill set involved in it, and it's renewing your mind day after day and making great decisions and changing habits and learning how to do this in a state of grace and flow. Yes, coming into agreement, bringing our minds and our emotions into agreement with what we believe. So we have the power to get wealth. And He is teaching us remarkable things that we did not know about marketing, about sales, about business. He is, because He's a good Father, and He's teaching us just like a coach of a football team or a runner running. And you could do a little practice run and a baby sprint, and then you come back and He'll go do this way. And He teaches us. He counsels us and he comforts us and he brings us in like he's like a surgeon, and he brings us in and he says, no, let's cut it this way. No, let's cut that marketing message a bit. Okay, let's change the way that you communicate. It's time to release your voice. It's time to not be muzzled anymore. He's calling out the signature kingdom brands. He's calling us out to lead nations, to lead tribes, to lead people. Yes?